On October 8th, we're entering into a brand new Chinese month. That is the Chinese month of dog. This is some earth-shattering energy. We'll explain more further in the video. And we're also in the middle of a Mercury retrograde and Jupiter retrograde, according to Western astrology. This video is all about these energies, and I want to help you understand what these energies mean to you and how to use them to your advantage. Welcome back to Choosing Gratitude. I'm Karen from ChoosingGratitude.net, and on this channel, I wish to help you manifest who you truly are by choosing gratitude. If you're brand new here, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you won't miss future videos like this one. So now let's talk about the Chinese month of dog. The purpose of this channel is to help you manifest your life, not about what energy is out there, right? So I only want to focus on the important shifts, and this is an important one. That's why it's been a while since I made any astrology videos. Now I want you to pay attention to this month because on October 8th, we are experiencing another big shift. This is a very special month. The month of dog comes once a year, and maybe that's not very special, but this kind of dog month comes only once in 5 years, which is the Yang Earth dog. Why is it so special? That's because in Chinese astrology, the zodiac animal dog represents Yang Earth energy, okay? So we just said that this month is a Yang Earth dog, meaning on the heavenly stems, we also have the Yang Earth energy. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I always talk about heavenly stems and earthly branches. In Chinese astrology, they see each month, each year, each day as a pillar of time. Each pillar consists of two parts. The top part is called heavenly stem. That represents what's manifesting outside of us, and the earthly stem represents what's happening internally, and that is characterized by a zodiac animal. A lot of Chinese astrologers also say that the heavenly stem represents what's happening the first half of the month, the first half of the year, depending on which time frame you're talking about. And the earthly branches is all about the second half. Well, I agree and disagree because I do believe that the heavenly stems and earthly branches, they do work throughout the whole period of time. That's why they're in the same pillar. However, what we see outside sometimes is different from how we feel inside. And this month is very special because how we feel inside and what we see outside are somewhat aligned. And all the energies pointing to the Yang Earth energy. This is the energy that is super stabilizing, but it's also super powerful. This is the pure manifestation material that you can use to manifest things, okay? But this energy could also make you feel uneasy if you have not done the work leading to this point. You would feel like, you have so much potential, but somehow you're a little bit off, okay? So the Yang Earth energy in Chinese astrology is considered hot earth. Hot earth meaning dry earth, meaning earth that is a little bit of uneasy, okay? So in this month, I want you to really pay attention to how you feel inside, and your experience outside may very well, a representation of exactly how you feel inside, which is, it could be a little uneasy, it could be just a little bit of anxious, because that's what the Yang Earth brings to you. But the Earth energy is obviously not a moving energy. It's kind of a fixed, right? So for people who have put in the right work in the past, this is the month you are going to see manifestations, especially if you are a wood person, if your core energy is wood. If you don't know your core energy, just go to the link in description down below. I have a free Chinese astrology training kit that will teach you how to identify your core energy. Remember, that is different from your personal zodiac animal. That is the animal of the year you're born, okay? But your core energy is not that. So in this month, if your core energy is Earth, and if you have been putting in the right work, this might be a very good time for you to see abundance coming in, because Earth is abundance for the wood people. I happen to be an in wood, and I think this is going to be a fabulous month for me. If the manifestation doesn't occur for you this month, that simply means that you have not put in the right work. I'm not talking about a lot of work. I'm talking about the right action, okay? The inspired action. If your core energy is not yang wood or yin wood, if you're in one of the other 8 categories, this is the month where you need to proceed with caution, meaning, things might be too good to be true, meaning you may not be fully ready for your manifestation yet. You could obviously put in the work, okay? This is a time where you need to be careful. If your core energy is yang water or yin water, you need to be extra careful because the overwhelming earth energy is challenging to you, okay? So you might have something in your chart that will help you channel this energy very well. It all depends on your personal chart. But for a lot of water people, this yang earth energy is a little bit too much for you. Like I said, this yang earth energy could manifest into things outside of us and inside of us. What it means is that you are going to see things happening outside of us in our outer world related to Mother Earth. Collectively, we might manifest something that's related to the Mother Earth outside of us. It could be natural disaster, or it could be something positive. It all depends on how we use this energy. But what we know is that the Earth is shifting, okay? So that's why I call this earth shattering month. Think about it, that powerful earth energy. If we don't use it well, it's simply gonna explode, okay? This could also affect the real estate market. This could also impact the commodity market, especially the commodities that are coming from the earth, that are related to the earth. This powerful yang earth energy is gonna make us feel it inside as well. You might feel this as too much pressure, too much stress suddenly coming over you. It might make you feel that you are not making progress, it's not moving. Well, that's because of this energy. And now let's look at how the yang earth energy interacts with the year pillar, because this year we have a yin metal ox. About 2 months ago, the yin metal energy is already kind of disappearing. It's kind of out of the picture, so we're not going to talk about it that much. We're going to focus on the ox energy today. The ox in Chinese astrology is yin earth. It's also an earth energy. And this yang earth dog energy and the yin earth ox energy don't get along very well. Traditionally, we think that the dog energy and the ox energy, they have like a torturing relationship, like they just don't get along. They're not very happy together. They don't help each other. So this is gonna make our internal world even more turbulent, because we have a year of ox, and the year of ox and the month of dog just don't get along. And you're gonna start feeling a lot of uneasiness within. So don't panic. This is just temporary, okay? But this month is gonna be kind of weird. If you have very powerful sheep energy in your chart, if you're born on the year of the sheep or the day of the sheep, it depends on your chart, but when you have the sheep energy, the ox energy, and the dog energy, these are all earth energies, and they don't like to be together, okay? These 3 are sort of a dangerous triangle. So if you have the sheep energy, this month is gonna make you feel even more crazy. But you know what? This craziness could also make you transcend it and manifest something amazing. Either way, this month is going to be big for you. When it comes to these important times, I always want to look at both Chinese astrology and Western astrology. They always explain the same events in different lights, but they never contradict each other, okay? So if you look at Western astrology, We are in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. What is a Mercury retrograde? It's simply the Mercury going backwards. It's simply, something that's slowing us down, right? Something that's slowing down our mind. And that's what this dog and ox fight is looking like. But personally, I am not too scared of the Mercury retrograde energy because I always find it to be a good time to actually go internal. I find that during Mercury retrograde, if I focus on doing research or looking for insights from my past or looking for knowledge from some old books, I always have amazing insights. You may not see a lot of success when you move forward, but you will see a lot of insights when you move backwards, okay? That's why personally, I always believe that the universe never gives us bad energies. There is always a time to move forward, and there's always a time to go internal, to reflect, to find that great teacher within. Even though the Mercury retrogrades end October 18th, I don't think you should celebrate yet because Jupiter is still in retrograde and Jupiter entered into Capricorn. Jupiter already entered Capricorn mid-September and it will stay there till mid-November, right after we come out of the month of Dog. When Jupiter goes into Capricorn, the expanding and optimistic nature of Jupiter is overshadowed by this pessimistic and contracting Capricorn energy. So this period of time could make most people feel kind of uneasy. So this is all in alignment with what I just said about the month of Dog, right? So now you may be asking, well, Karen, how can I navigate this energy? How can I use this energy to my advantage? First of all, I want you to pay attention to your body, okay? Because the Yang Earth energy is all about your body, your muscles. This is a good time to exercise your muscles, to do some strength training, some yoga. So when you make your body stronger, you're channeling that Yang Earth energy to work for you. So this is the time where you want to focus more on your body, okay? Instead of focusing on your mind and what's inside of your mind. Because you know what? Mercury is in retrograde. You don't have many good ideas anyway, okay? The one thing that comes from exercising your body is that you're going to build flexibility of your body. That's an internal flexibility. Remember, your body is really a reflection of the universe, okay? Everything out there can be found within. So when you build flexibility in your body, guess what? You're also building the energy of flexibility. And that flexibility energy is much needed in this energy of Dog, okay? Because the Dog energy, the Yang Earth energy, doesn't have enough flexibility. We want to compensate it with the flexibility we build within, and that's through exercising your body. That's through also thinking in terms of more flexibility, and ask yourself, how can I be more flexible? How can I be more resilient? Okay, that's the question that will really lead you to some amazing insights, and that will help you overcome the negative effect of this energy, and that will strengthen you because the Yang Earth energy is so powerful. It's so strengthening. If you really use this energy well, you're going to come out of this month feeling much more empowered and much stronger. So if you want to use some remedies in Chinese astrology, you can also try to add some wood and water around you, because by nature, the hot Yang Earth needs water to cool it down. So use a fountain around you and go to a river. The Yang Earth doesn't really like grand ocean, but it does like little creeks. It does like little river. So maybe go to a pond, go to a small lake. And also you can add more plants around you. Just add balance to this overwhelming energy. Thanks so much for watching today. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. I will see you in the next video.